Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about this one, you guys. This is one of my favorite shows, Invincible, with Mark Greyson and Omni-Man and all the rest. I've been looking forward to season 4, season 3. All the seasons have been great, really. All the seasons have been great. But we're gonna check out this trailer. Please go check out Emergency Awesome. I've been watching him for years. He does a lot of fantastic work on his channel. Subscribe and like his video. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my video and help me build this channel up so I can pump out more videos for you and we can have a good time here together. I would love to do this full time. I can do it with your help. I appreciate it in advance. Now let's check out the video.
I love this place.
Said no one ever.
How dare you?
Why are we here, Mark?
Okay, two reasons. One, it's the place where I tell everyone when I'm gonna be back in action, right? And two, because I'm starving, since I just like single-handedly saved the Earth twice in the last 2 weeks.
Hey, don't.
Can you believe people used to complain that I could never win a fight?
What people?
You know,
I really don't.
my friends.
What was that?
My fans.
Your what?
My fans, okay?
What fans?
But they sure don't say that anymore.
What's with his
Because
hand?
first, I sent all those other me's packing. Get out of here, you handsome guys, I said. And then when they didn't leave, I threw their thick, muscly buns right off my planet.
I'm pretty sure everyone else did that. There were like 30 of us out there.
And then I beat up Angstrom. Find a dimension where you're not a loser, I said, except that doesn't exist.
I really don't think you said that.
And then, this is the big one. This guy, I'm pointing at me, this guy kicked Conquest's ass. You remember that? Boom.
But did you? I mean, did you?
Yeah. I mean, also turns out he was just very lonely. That factored in a
He
little
was
bit.
missing all his skin, Mark. I wonder how that happened.
You don't fight with your skin, Eve. Come on.
Well, while you've been busy taking all the credit, some of us have been busy getting ready for what's next.
Busy doing what?
Well, busy writing, designing,
Hey.
storyboarding,
Oh,
voice
nice.
acting,
Oh, that's
No, stop,
composing.
cut. That's my thing. Only I get to handle those.
Like you handled Conquest?
He was very strong for an old man.
Okay then, finish it off.
Finish off what?
Whatever this is that we're doing. This is my first time. I can't believe you let Alan and Cecil do this before me.
Right, okay, can you do the card? Now.
Welcome back, everyone. Happy New York Comic-Con week. They dropped the Invincible Season 4 trailer. There's a bunch of big Easter eggs and references to the
Thragg.
comics, so we'll break it all down. Probably the biggest thing here is they finally did Thragg. We've been waiting for him to show up on the series forever. There's been so many theories about who is going to be playing the character. Stand ready for his arrival, worms. Literally, while I was in the middle of recording this video, the panel was still going on, and they waited to reveal him as the new Thragg later in the actual panel, so I had to update the video, but it is now confirmed Lee Pace. You probably remember him from a billion different things. He's in the middle of Foundation right now.
I am Thragg, bred to be the Grand Regent of the Viltrum Empire. I was created to rule.
Oh man.
I was given power and fury and strength and rage to lead, to conquer, to kill.
You also notice in their announcement here, the official Invincible account made a reference to the Freddie Mercury meme too, Under Pressure. As per usual, their first teaser trailer is him inside the Burger Mart, but this time the twist is the ruins of the Burger Mart because it was destroyed during the fight with Conquest along with most of the city. So he's sitting in the wreckage of the fight with Conquest, like the aftermath of the fight with Conquest. So part of the joke is that everything is still destroyed and he's still wearing robot-designed casts to support himself because his bones were broken during the actual fight.
Wait
this
a
time
minute.
he's with Adam Eve. There are a lot
Don't
of
tell me
references
they
to
didn't
her
show
powers as
Battle
well too.
Beast.
Like he asks her to make a
I need
fresh
to see the
burger
fight
to
between
fix
Battle
his
Beast
costume,
and
to make
Thragg.
everything nicer basically.
Oh,
Part of the
don't do
idea with
that,
that
bro.
too is that she'd be using her powers on organic matter. That'll also become a thing eventually. Every once in a while they reference that. She can only overcome her mental block in times of extreme stress, but there are brief times when she can do that and use her powers on organic matter. Just starting at the beginning of the trailer footage and working our way through shot by shot with all the references that he mentions, most of this is referential. Like, there's just things going on in the background, things that he says during his dialogue that reference the events of this season and the previous season, like the coming of Thragg, what happened with Conquest, what will eventually happen with Conquest again. The whole reason why he's in his blue suit is because he still has that at the beginning of the season. Eventually, he will go back to his old costume, but not at the very beginning of the season. And because it is the very beginning of the season, it's still the aftermath of the Conquest fight. He's still healing, thus he needs the special supports and cast that Robot designed here. RIP to the Burger Mart. Hopefully they rebuild it. There are a couple fourth wall breaks where he tells her the reason why they're here at this specific place is because they've done this in previous seasons. They've done teasers for the coming season inside the Burger Mart in this way, with him talking to other people. When he says tell everyone when he's going to be back in action, they confirm it's going to be a March 2026 release, so it is still pretty much on the yearly release schedule. They've done a pretty good job of keeping it on that. Robert Kirkman also implied that they changed animation studios, or they did something behind the scenes to make that better, because that was a big complaint during Season 3. He makes a reference to all the fans in real life, like the actual fans that watch the show, being upset that he's been losing so many fights. He references the Invincible War and eventually beating all of his invincible duplicates from other universes. She correctly clocks that there were a bunch of other superheroes around the planet that were helping defeat the Invincibles. He references Angstrom Levy, who did survive at the end of the season. When
I
she
think he'll be
questions
back.
whether or not he did kick Conquest, but that's a teaser too for him escaping at the very beginning of the season. Early prediction, Conquest breaks out during episode 1, like literally at the
Of
very beginning of the
course.
season. She references her role in the fight using her powers against him pretty effectively.
Some of us have been busy getting ready for what's next.
When she says some of us have been getting ready for what's next, she's
Conquest will
talking
be
about the
back.
coming of Thragg, as then she launches into that montage like
I've
he's
been
done in
waiting for
previous seasons,
Frank.
which he gets
But
upset
I
about.
need
Like,
that
no,
fight
only
between him
I'm
and
allowed
Battle
to do that.
Beast. They
That
better
felt
not
like a big
skip that.
Wayne's World reference too.
Otherwise,
Only
the show's
Garth and
getting
I
an
are
F.
allowed to talk to the camera. During the scene here that you see her writing for the script for the episodes, it's Mark in the middle of a fight with the cast still on his body in space. There's a little bit of a fourth wall break where you see Gillian Jacobs actually look to camera and smile in the recording booth because she's actually voicing all the lines for this teaser, and they just show her on camera doing that. She gets pissed that Alan the Alien and Cecil got to do the Season 2 and Season 3 versions of these teasers. Adam Eve uses her powers to change the title to the old title screen to reveal the March release date. There are a couple of jokes about her using her powers on
Next
organic
year?
matter to make another burger for
Come
him,
on,
and
bro.
her actually liking Mohawk Mark better. There were a lot of jokes about that during the Invincible War, too. There's another fourth wall break when he references the Season 5, Season 6, like, where are the future seasons, William, memes that people have been posting since Season 2. When he starts talking about winning all the fights, I don't think it's a spoiler to say he does not win every single fight. They are going to air all the Season 4 episodes in a straight run. They're not going to break them in half or anything like that. Everybody remembers the trauma of Season 2 with them doing that huge backlash. But really, the biggest new thing in Season 4 is Thragg's introduction in the story in the Viltrumite War becoming the main conflict of the show. It's been happening in the background for the past couple seasons already. They've teased Thragg, they've teased the Viltrumite War, but it's been more of like a B or even C level story so far, and they've only teased parts of it.
Wow, he's tall.
Now, it's not meant to be a single arc of the show. When we talk about the Viltrumite War, it really encompasses a bunch of different arcs. Each of the different parts of the Viltrumite War had their own major wars and battles. It lasts for way
I feel like
longer in the
watching it
comics
now.
and eventually culminates in the very end of the comic book, right? Like the very end of the story. One of the important details from Season 3 that teased that was when Invincible goes to the distant future and talks to the older version of Immortal, like really significant events that happen in Invincible's history, like you did all these things and you just took off. Well, when he said he just took off planet with his family to deal with the Viltrumites, that was literally him referencing the end of the Invincible comics. Like it's an event that happens at the very end of the Invincible comics. But they don't really wind up paying that off until the actual end of the comic. So you don't actually find out what he's doing in that distant future timeline over in the Viltrumite Empire until the very end. If you don't like waiting season to season for new arcs of the show, Robert Kirkman finished the comics years ago. You can run out and read the entire comic book run right now, so you can find out what happens.
I wonder if they'll
Currently,
bring
he
the
said
comics
they've got
back.
at least 7 to 10 seasons of story they would love to get. Amazon has not renewed the show for that long. Like, they haven't gone full Rick and Morty, giving them 10 seasons ahead of time. They only work a season or two ahead. So there are a couple of very
Never
different
seen
versions
Rick
of
and
the
Morty.
story based on whether or not they have to speed run through only 7 seasons, or if they actually got a full 10 seasons to tell the entire comic book story. The pacing of the first 4 seasons so far is basically the 10-season plan for Invincible. Like, that's how fast they're going through the comic book story. Not that fast. Based on that, there are only a couple really major events that Thragg gets involved in that they'll cover in season 4, likely. First is his introduction on screen. That happens pretty early on. I would bet in the first half of the season through the Conquest character, like big reveal at the end of episode 4. The other thing here, too, is that Thragg knows all about Omni-Man's escape from prison. Omni-Man kind of referenced that during Season 3, where, like, the Viltrumites will eventually figure out what happened here, but the reason why they're not doing anything is because there's only 50 of us pure-blooded Viltrumites in the universe, and they don't want the secret getting out. So at least right now, Thragg has just been sitting on the information waiting to move against Omni-Man and the Coalition. In the next major time that Thragg gets really involved in the story is like the first major war of the Viltrumite War itself. Likely at the very end of Season 4, the way they paced out Season 3.
I love that. That's a question.
Early theory based on that pacing is that Season 4, Episode 7 will be Thragg sending the Viltrumite army after the Coalition's home planet on Telestria, which they lay waste to, but because Omni-Man, Invincible, Alan the Alien, Thetis, who's also super jacked, Viltrumite, super powerful, and more of their allies they've assembled, like Tech Jacket, are there fighting with them, they're able to kill a bunch of Viltrumites and basically stop their army. Thetis then sends everyone to retaliate against the Viltrumites directly at their home planet of Viltrum. In the final battle of Season 4, like Season 4, Episode 8, will be that battle at Viltrum. There's so much stuff going on during the trailer, so many Easter eggs and references. If you spotted any that I didn't talk about in the video, just write them below in the comments, and I'll do more videos as they release more footage. There's supposed to be a couple other big Marvel trailers that are posting tomorrow, like Wonder Man, maybe X-Men 97 Season 2, maybe Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Whatever winds up getting released, of course I will do videos for it. So click here for all of those. I'll update the link as soon as I post that, and click here for all my other New York Comic Con trailer videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Okay, so nice tidbit of information there. To be honest with you, I thought it was going to be a little more exciting than that. But I am glad that Invincible Season 4 is coming up soon. And I've been waiting for Thragg. I thought that maybe he would come in like Season 5, not 4. So they are speeding it up a little bit. And like he said, the reason for them to speed it up this much is because they don't know if they're going to get renewed, right? The show can get canceled, but the show's doing well. Why would they be worried about getting canceled, right? Like, I know shows who have been doing well get canceled before for one reason or another, but I don't think this is one of those shows. People love this show. If they cancel the show, people are gonna throw a fit. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, help me build this thing, and have a good rest of your day. Peace.